Okay. All right. Next. Oh, 1 second. Had a frog in my throat there. Next, we have Arrogant and Pitiless by Bane. Now, Bane, I've seen around in the chat every now and again. I don't know if they're here today. They had 3 videos on the thing, and I decided to pick the newest one just because I wanted to get the best look of what they've done. I might go back and look at the others and share it. All that. Let's see what this one's like.
Final day. Never admit fault, writhe and ride. Your time is up. The power of name calling is die. Charging forward with ignorant, reckless pride. Your ivory towers begin to collapse with bated breath. Shears and clads, your bullets frayed at the seams. Support scattered, weak and screams. Revolt has become trendy. No kindness to obey side. Arrogant and pitiless, grant the consequence, but still you'll try. You stumble and stubbornly justify. See the middle fingers fly, yeah. The loudest voices, but still the minority. Your authority has reached its limits. Arrogant and pitiless. Laying no foundation for your fall. Disobedience, disdain, and steadfast resolve. Watch your authority decay and dissolve. Arrogant and pitiless. Arrogant and pitiless. Apathetic suicide, looking out from up high, common sense tossed, innocence lost. False struggles made up identity, clinging to distorted reality. Fighting to keep your reputation intact, afraid to face facts. Ordinary citizens endure the penalties. Now we refuse to comply, watching your fall. Troubles multiply, played your hand, got knocked out. Fucked around and found out. No power but screams and shouts. Can you contribute anything meaningful? Yelling orders in hopes they obey. Your elevated chair is starting to shake. Or standing strong, solidarity will survive the wake. Elegant and pitiless, quiet the consequence, but still you'll try. You stumble and stubbornly justify. See the middle fingers fly, yeah. The loudest voices, but still the minority. Your authority has reached its limits. Arrogant and pitiless. Laying no foundation for your fall. Disobedience is gain and steadfast resolve. Watch your authority decay and dissolve. Arrogant and pitiless. Arrogant and pitiless. I'm desperate to witness your authority dissolve. I'm desperate to witness your authority dissolve.
Okay, that's a very solid song. I'd say very early mid-90s punk. It starts off sounds very sort of punk anime music style, but it goes into a slightly heavier tone of more traditional punk as it goes along. That's about the limit of my musical analysis there. Yeah. Visually, it's quite cohesive. It changes styles here and there, but that's fine. It happens. An almost perfectly on model version of Gaming Syndicate with the ashen black skin I mentioned earlier. Because a lot of people think he's wearing a full gas mask. He's not. He's wearing a face gas mask. He just has ashen skin. There's a little bit of distortion, but it's happening at the ends of the hair, and it works well for the video, so it's not much of an issue. The fact that I can pause it and it barely morphs. I mean, there's a little bit morphing on the mask there. Just shows you how clean this gen is. Some fantastic movement on the camera there, playing into the morphing of the scene. And here we've got in the thing, Vesper. I could remember it was a V. I couldn't remember what it was. Yeah, Vesper Unfiltered. From the way they're not linked, I think the person copy and pasted this in rather than typing in. The ats don't work if you just type them in. You've got to, so if you just paste them in, you need to type them in. So people probably weren't informed they got the videos on them, which is a bit sad. But hopefully it makes it out to them. While I'm down here, like. But yeah, still very clean model, even though visually different from the background style. It's still a nice clean visual look, and it doesn't look too out of place. It's not quite at the Roger Rabbit sort of level of distortion of being out of place. But see here, where it's on a black background, it's much clearer, cleaner. Now, when it comes to editing, I think they've got the right shots. They might have them in the wrong order. They need to do some of the shots they're holding on. They're holding on at moments where they should be jumping around, and they're jumping around where the song should be holding on an image. Jump, 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 hold. That was what I'm saying. That's just my taste for going with the beat of the music, if possible. This is holding at the right point. Change, yep. And a change there, not change. It moves a little bit too early. See, this should be a long hold, but they've got like a jumping scene. So I said that's my taste of it. But I do like this change from colour to black and white. Or the Psycho kind of gets left behind in that. Happens. Here they've gone with a bloom effect, or possibly just, yeah, it is a layered distortion, but it's gone a bit fuzzy for some reason. My one's a little bit cleaner distortion. You can still see the red and thing, which this looks like a fuzz. Here he looks like I'd say a 1970s superhero. I'd say 1970s because of the hairstyle, because he's just really emphasised the hair on this one for some reason. But yeah, it's just playing into the whole getting more and more muscly in the videos. Look. Got Leaflet in a very nice rendition of the costume, and they've done a nice touch doing the red tips on the end of the blue hair. I miss that every now and again when I'm doing it, because getting that kind of detail when you're trying to describe a group shot, which is where most of the time I put people in, can get a little bit iffy, and it's okay doing blue hair for her. Got the red eyes. Yes, red eyes. See, here again, we've got a long shot where the music's going rapid. It's a really nice shot, but it should be a... You've got Hero High. in short shorts. One of the issues with doing like anime character appearance and just generating from it is anime makes people look younger, and so the AI views them as younger and makes them look younger. It's one of the issues with, like we were saying earlier, with doing images of Banana Juju. Add in the monkey effect to an anime looking model, and it can go very kiddie very quickly, or go very risque very quickly, depending on how you've got the original image positioned. Still, the most risque image I've ever generated was the transformation scene in Keen EN, where Lord Intellect, Keen, and Moomy playing games get gender bent. I had to go through so many generations of that to get it to be usable. There was a couple of generations where Keen refused to stay inside his coat. It's a very nice looking Ember model. I don't know quite where they got the shininess from, but it is a nice look. It might have been just a general description for the scene that applied to the model in some way, but it's a very nice look. Makes it very striking. And that's also a very nice scene image. Number of times I've tried telling the AI to like a grand glass window back scene. It's like, especially when I was doing like scenes with Griffin Knight, I tried doing like a throne room image. It just refused to do a grand glass backing, because I wanted to do like a light coming through it, creating a halo of light around the character, even though it's a demon character. So it's the differential in appearance. It just wouldn't do it. And that should be Smugglana in the fire form. That's a good edit. That's a good edit again, in terms of like how I would edit. But then I'd go to a rapid now. Neve, spelled Niam-H. So an almost distortion there on the body movement. It's still like a broken spine effect, but it's one you can get away with. So the distortion effects really work to mix it all together, even though they looked like they were different art styles. But yeah, Arrogant and Pitiless by Wales Bane. Give them some love. And